It's Friday, the 13th of July. I'm Wayne Moore. This is Evening Update. At the top of the news, Environment Canada warning boaters in the Okanagan to stay off the lake and secure their vessels. A cold front heading inland is expected to bring with it winds of up to 50 kilometers an hour later this afternoon. Those winds could hit as high as 70 kilometers behind the storm Friday night. Those winds could also play havoc with a wildfire burning east of Kamloops. The fire, which ignited about noon Thursday, has now grown to 500 hectares in size. Firefighters hoping to get control of it before the winds whip up. About 103 firefighters, along with air support and heavy equipment, are working that fire. There was a large police presence at the Mission Park Inn for much of the morning after a woman was shot inside the motel in Kelowna. She underwent emergency medical treatment at Kelowna General Hospital. Her condition is not known. Police have said little, but do not believe the public is at risk. There were no surveillance cameras in operation at the property. Emergency crews are on the scene of a horrific crash on the Coquihalla Highway near the Comstock exit. A truck driver who passed the scene told Castanet an older Westphalia van rolled over several times onto the grassy median between the east and westbound lanes. Items were strewn around the area and the legs of one occupant were seen protruding through the windshield. Passers-by were attending to a dog that was thrown from the vehicle at the scene. It would appear not everyone honors the honor system. Local owners are upset about numerous thefts from their honor system fridge at a family farm in Vernon. The first theft from a farm on Red Wing Road was reported June 20th when a dozen eggs were stolen. 3 days later, police say about $100 worth of organic meat was taken by the same individual. That man has apparently returned 3 or 4 times since. Construction will start this August on a new salmon spawning bed under the Penticton Channel. The new 500-meter-long bed is planned for the area between the Gulf Bridge and KVR Bridge abutments. It's the 5th bed to be installed under the northern end of the channel. The mystery of the grounded sailboat near the Bluebird Road beach has been solved. The owner came forward Friday. Ron Addison reached out to Castanet to say that it is his boat, but he's been having trouble finding someone to get it back into the water. The boat's been on the beach since the last large windstorm nearly 3 weeks ago. Health Canada prepared to crack down on licensed medical marijuana producers who are sponsoring music festivals and other events. The federal department says it's concerned about some companies that have engaged in corporate sponsorships and other promotional activities that go against the Cannabis Act. Police in Kamloops say a stabbing at Pioneer Park Thursday was drug-related. 2 men were attacked in the park. One suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The other only minor injuries. No arrests have yet been made. Cash registers in Penticton rang to the tune of about $6.7 million as a result of this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. An estimated 5,800 out-of-town visitors attended the week-long Women's Curling Championships at the SOEC. It's estimated that each of those people spent on average of more than $1,400 each. And U.S. President Donald Trump took time out from sparring with world leaders for a spot of tea with the Queen. The President and First Lady Melania Trump met Queen Elizabeth II at Windsor Castle, far away from numerous protests around England. Okanagan weather, winds expected to whip between 50 and 70 kilometers an hour throughout the afternoon and evening across the Okanagan. Otherwise, a return to sunshine for the weekend, highs in the upper 20s. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, we'll continue to follow that wildfire in Kamloops and the expected windstorm throughout the Okanagan. And legal cannabis dispensaries could be a year away in Kelowna. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.